Walker, step back, Walker, cardiac Kemba, does it again!
Ubilis, 7 seconds to go. Three-pointer.
Oh! Hutchins! Double order!
Again, comes down to fundamentals.
Oh! My goodness! Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Watford for the win.
Yes! Yes!
Trip to the Sweet 16. Caney's got it. Rises up. The shot.
And it's good! It's good! From the corner! And it's over! Gonzaga! The slipper still fits! Ha ha! College basketball!
What is going on? We are live for not too bad of a day. I mean, if we would have just nutted up and bet everything we talked about yesterday, we'd be fucking crushing today. But still, nonetheless, pretty solid. Plenty of day hoops tomorrow to get through the workday. It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, well, now I just had the piece of paper. I don't know where it went. Shit. But yeah, I think all the bets that I handed out, we just did the math before the show, 9-3. Which I bet them all, and we'd be up about 3.5 units. Only betting a half unit this early. I'll start up in the volume, but those are just my Twitter best bets. I mean, again, tonight I took some live plays that were sharp. Morehead State live. I didn't get to tweet that. UTEP plus 5.5, looking pretty good to start. So some plays I just didn't get to tweet out, but nonetheless, it's been another good night. I needed it. I feel like we win one, we lose one, we win one, we lose one. It's been a really break-even start, but like I said, us D-Gens, breaking even's okay. That's the price of admission. Anything else is a loss. So, yeah, I'm happy, man. I mean, what a night. We were reading that board last night. I think every bet you gave out as well too was definitely positive in the green.
Yeah, it would be 4-1. I mean, that Coppin State, I was spot on. I said anything less than 55.5, I don't want it. They scored 55, so I'm glad I laid off there. But yeah, it was solid, and tomorrow looks to be fucking awesome too. I mean, 10 a.m. hoops. I mean, can't go wrong there.
Cannot go wrong there, man. We're back. Hoops on all day, 10, 11 Eastern till pretty much the nighttime with no filler in between. So, or with no breaks, all filler. So another solid slate. I'm pumped for it, man. Feast weeks next week, kind of starts this week, I'd say. Well, I mean, again, another solid night. Best bets continue to do good. Handing out winners on Twitter. We hand out winners on this play. On this pod, excuse me. There's no play. We're not singing we should start singing our plays or something like that, like a musical.
No, you want to hear me sing.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I am on Northern Colorado. But
North Colorado.
I'm pumped. Shout out to the intro. We're making ups here at the Pump Fake Pod. Stooley picks also can be Stooley the editor as well too.
Yeah, it was. I think it was up to like 2:30, and all of a sudden, like it was like midnight. Then it was 2:45. I was like, "Oh shit!" Glad I got it done. But yeah, figure we need to add a little something, and that was nice. But Rob needs Bama to pull off a 6-0. Yeah, that got sweaty there, and then all of a sudden, Bama just rattled off I think it was like an 8-0 run to kind of put that out. So you're looking pretty solid there, Rob, so far. I mean, 4.5 minutes, anything could happen, but. Illinois they look good, but they just look like a team that's played Binghamton and William and Mary type of teams all season out the gate here. So, yeah, hopefully they can get this home for you. I mean, 11-point game, 4.5 minutes. The fouls are going to have to come into play here. So hopefully they can stretch that out a little bit for you.
Well, I threw it away because they're all leans. 9-3 here. 9-3 here, Trevor. I think you were handing out winners. You're probably around 7-2 last night. I think we all had similar reads for the most part. So we both ate. With Rob, maybe. I mean, even if you're at 5-1, dude, that's a solid night for us three, and that's I think 20 plus wins, and and minimal losses. So for Rob, maybe even none. We'll see. Backdoor is sneaking up there with a stupid foul on the perimeter.
Yeah. Hand up. I don't know what I was doing. Hand up on that. That's we're rooting for Bama. Come on, just win by 8 for the love of God. Like cover my ass here.
I didn't take Illinois. I'm on UTEP right now, and like I said, North Colorado down 1. This game's gonna soar over potentially. Cal Baptist is good though, man. As much as
except for the one game I bet them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a foul. What a putback by the shooting guard. But yeah, we got day hoops on tomorrow. Illinois, Chicago versus James Madison kicking it off. What a start. Looks like it's in Daytona Beach. I wonder what this tournament's called. Let me do my Joe Rogan search, whatever that guy's name is. I always forget his name. Daytona Beach.
See the clips. I don't remember his name.
Yeah. He's always just gets the clips up in Pronto speed. Well, they're saying
Poly's got Arizona State in the fucking
the Sunshine Slam.
Yes.
All right, Sunshine Slam, presented by Thumbtack.
Oh my God, I'm fucking stupid. Oh my God. This one's on me, Rob. Yeah, I just woke up from a nap. I wasn't thinking 100% clearly. Just I blame that on that. Fuck. Anywho, yeah, Cal Poly's down 1 at Arizona State. Gonzaga's giving it to Long Beach right now, up 45 right now. Sweating out UC Davis. I need 5 more points here. I mean, they had 46 in the first half. Now they've got 18 through 13 in the second half. So please just score 5 points. Rest of the UNLV is murdering Pepperdine. Holy hell. It's a 29-point game at half.
Excuse me. This is not the Sunshine Slam because there's multiple money laundering schemes by the NCAA and whatever fucking place hosts this. Because just like the Greenbrier having last weekend, money laundering. This weekend, money laundering. So this will be Boardwalk Battle. That's my favorite bit right now is the money laundering along. This Boardwalk Battle. We got the Sunshine Slam presented by Thumbtack next week. This is the Boardwalk Battle. I don't see a lead sponsor on the logo, which we don't have to hear, presented by Maui Gym all the time.
Yeah. Planet Fitness. Yeah, just that's corporate. This is a corporation fucking season for any and all.
It's one of those. It's similar to the Maui bracket, double M. I mean, not double M. Well, I mean, it's just a losers bracket and winners bracket. James Madison, UIC, LaSalle, UCSD, ECU, Jack State, Toledo, Stetson. Kind of a banger matchup for the Boardwalk Battle. I like this. I like this tournament.
Yeah, it should be fun. I mean, no, any basketball is good basketball, so at least we got that. Thank God.
Well, next year we need to keep in mind this tournament because on the website it says group tickets, looking for a great way to spend the afternoon with family, friends, or coworkers. Possible on-court activities, national anthem performances, halftime performances, cheer and dance team, color guard, ball boy. Let's get in touch. She goes, get in touch.
Should we be ball boys?
Come celebrate your birthday with us, too. Contact Gazelle Group. Let's dox them. Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, this is the Boardwalk Battle, man. Is this the first year of it? No way. This is the inaugural Boardwalk Battle. See?
The inaugural.
Money laundering.
Bragging rights on the line for the winner of this one. I guess we'll just fire right into it. James Madison, UIC.
Yep.
I think James Madison is off of a loss, I believe. Remembering this right?
This Illinois Chicago team's one of their best they've had ever.
Yeah, they look pretty good. Yep, they're James Madison's off the Towson loss on the road. James Madison 0-2 away from home this year, 2-2 at home, or 2-0 at home. So, interesting here. For the love of God, UC Davis, score.
Were they not tied?
64. It's 64-57. They have 18 points in 15 minutes in the second half after 46 in the first. Come on. Just stay ahead so they have to follow you. Just get a bucket. Yeah, Illinois, Chicago. Oh, they just walloped St. Mary's in Minnesota, 117-57. This is a big win for them. I mean, anytime you can beat St. Mary's, Minnesota, you gotta be feeling pretty damn good about yourself.
And keep in mind that it was 29-31 Northwestern, but Illinois Chicago was kind of in control of that first half, and then these D1 P5 teams kind of just take over in the second half. You saw that with Penn State today against IPFW. I was on IPFW plus 18, took it at the sharpest number, and then it probably freeze at around 17-16. But dude, they were. The play was money line first half, up 5 at the first half, 47-42. The over was free. I think we talked about that last night with Penn State's team total over.
Yeah, did you see that game?
Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
I don't know if it was a typo. It said they were shooting 18% from the field in the first half, and they had 41 points yet. I was like, that's got to be a typo. They were shooting 18 from 3, maybe.
It was a typo, but it was like a weird ass game, dude. And it wasn't one I watched like a ton of different ones. One of the main ones I was focused on was South Dakota, Western Michigan, and somehow the under 156.5 hit. Now, given there was 4 points in the first 5 minutes of the game total, but the runs set in, and 22 points in the final minute due to the foul game. 22 points.
Shit.
When I kid you not, I was laying down flat, cuddling my family, just watching ball, and all of a sudden I got up like this, and my wife was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I gotta look at the score. It was 156.
Have the over.
And they shoot a 3 to make it 156 exactly. I'm like, oh, they're down 4. They're gonna foul with 4 seconds left, and then they don't foul. It was awesome.
Amazing.
So, it's good to be on those sides.
Points the last minute. The refs had the over, so you beat the refs and the books. Attaboy. Big win.
I hope they had 155.5 because they definitely were scheming something, man. James Madison, Illinois, Chicago. Sorry for my Midwest.
No.
Is it the over? I know that we like taking unders in neutral court, but I feel like with this style of play, that fucking thing's gone, man. Like, I mean, you saw it with the ballroom; they were dominating there, man.
That was the UT RGV game. I think the second game went way under in that ballroom. If I'm remembering right.
Yeah, but it's fucking Stonehill.
No, that was Stonehill played at Bob Morris.
Oh, you're right.
I forget what that second game was.
I'll look it up again. Look at me.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
I'm Joe Rogan's searcher. Greenbrier tournament.
Well, James Madison defensively has not been sharp.
Oh, it was Tennessee Tech and VMI. Or Tennessee Tech and Southern? Which one? Oh, no.
Tennessee Tech and VMI sounds right.
I mean, it was 72-71. I bet it was around some type of 140 number. But then 80-69, 149, and then UTRGV dominated Tennessee Tech. UTRGV's good, man. They're good. I sprinkled money line. So I sprinkled money line live against your boys, but the refs took over the fucking game. Shaq were on live.
Yeah, Wisconsin just fouled free throw line merchants this year. That's crazy.
And then I want. This is my last time talking about fucking yesterday or any other past before we move on to this game. I did sprinkle this on FanDuel. Hold on. It was a live dog parlay. Sprinkled it to win like a grand. Jacksonville live money line, Morehead State live money line, and and Long Island money line. Dude, they almost had it. I would have been fucking geeked, man. Would have paid like $1,400 off of a like a $8 bet. So
oh my god.
And LIU was cooked. I was like, all right, I'm over it. But then they teased me, of course, and it was 73-67, and then they go on a fucking I'm dumb 5-0 run. They make a quick 2, steal 3, bring it to 73-72, and then they lost 70 or 80-72.
Damn. I debated playing LIU tonight, but I didn't. Kind of regret it. But there's I just hit the Long Beach State team total under unless they're going to score 20 points or 21 points last minute. I think I'm looking pretty good there. So
the over is sitting here around 140. You got Long Beach team total under too?
Under 59.5, yeah.
Where are they at right now?
I saw it was 39-80 with like a minute.
I like that read. Man, they are drilling them. I like Max Reed on fucking that healthcare crap or whatever. But anyway, Cal Poly, man, they're a good team, dude. Cal Poly's a good team. They're a good team.
They're very good.
Good answer. Good answer. All right. Let's dive into it, and I won't stray away. I think I'm kind of liking the over in this one.
10 a.m. over? That's dirty.
That's a UIC, JMU.
UIC's looked better in my opinion. At James Madison, you're getting that name value. That name value from last year.
Little morning dog, standalone dog.
Yeah, I mean James Madison out. Once they leave home, they haven't been sharp.
That's true.
I mean, they beat Ohio by 10 at home, and then they beat Mary Baldwin. Sounds like an author at home by 48 points.
They beat Mary Baldwin. We got to call the cops. That's horrible.
We might have to. I mean, they went on the road, lost by 14 at Norfolk. They lost by 4 at Townsend. Now they're just hitting the road immediately again. And granted, it's a neutral, but Illinois, Chicago. Chicago's look good. They look good, man. A 9-point loss at Northwestern. He beat St. Mary's Church in Minnesota 117-59. Beat Yale by 12. I mean, granted, those were at home, but they went on the road. They played a P5 school, kept it within 10. James Madison lost by 14 at Norfolk, and then 4 to Townsend. I think Illinois Chicago is the play here, to be honest. This is an early morning solo game. People are going to see James Madison laying 3.5, and they're just going to be like, all right, James Madison.
Yeah, I could see that. The over opened at 146, or it's already up to one. Oh, it's up to 146. I see on some books. I still see 145. I kind of like that. I feel like people think that UIC, they were a slow-paced team, but different coach in Rob Essen, and he went to the assistant coach route. Now he's back. He runs that fast-paced offense. Illinois Chicago, 37th in average possession length in the country, while James Madison's 286 on the low side. I think that I like the over. I'm gonna write it down, and I'm gonna be more of a fucking man with this. So.
All right, you got the over.
And I will circle. I'm circling you. I'm underlining UIC and just writing the over down as well too. And by writing it down, I haven't bet it yet, but I like
UIC plus 3.5.
We're gonna have to bet this game. We're gonna have to bet this game.
Oh, obviously it's a standalone. Gonna have to bet it.
Gonna have
at least
the
first half. If you have,
I don't want to be on an under. I feel like I take unders in the standalone early on in the year, and I always get fucked last minute. I always get fucked. Come on, Northern Colorado, huge run. I'm gonna keep talking on the pod and not paying attention. That every time I look, something bad happens. Oh my god, this is some sloppy ball.
Well, there's the UC Davis team total.
Court was blue. Which was that? Bakersfield.
Ooh. Bakersfield's got the that blue court.
13 points. There you go, Rob. They're not fouling. Good shit.
Boom. Man, what this game closed? 169, 179?
I don't know about the over.
I believe it was like 179. I just gotta pull it up. But damn, that had some buckets. I mean, good win, Rob. But yeah, they looked damn good. This game closed at 168. So I mean, that was a sweat-free over. Cleared it by 19 points. Not too shabby. Right.
But yeah, I'll write this down for now. And then anything else to point out in this game? I think a discrepancy to look at is free throw percentage and free throw attempts. UIC's gotten to the line a little bit more, but it looks just maybe probably because they have more possessions than James Madison does. So looks like they both shoot the three a ton. So this game could be a live and die by the three ball. So this will be interesting. Who's shooting the three better tomorrow? Looks like they both don't defend it at all either, which makes me like the over.
Can see that.
And then yeah, I think UIC plus 3.5 feels good. I'll write that down. Hopefully James Madison gets some fucking steam, some public bullshit steam, because he got all these fake degens that have watched college basketball in the past that are going to wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, what am I betting? Oh, James Madison? What? No research,
Yeah,
you know.
James Madison early in the morning. People are going to be all over that.
Yeah, they're gonna switching the TVs.
I had to. Grand Canyon's about to lose outright as 17-point favorites to UC Davis. The Big West is a monster this year.
Dude, Ty Johnson's fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Grand Canyon's kind of that public dog that just like
Very much so.
fades out, man. You know,
Yeah.
like it's such a thing. It's such a thing. I want to say this: UCSB is rocking. They got students and a crowd. Cal Baptist, not so much. Northern Colorado's bench is the loudest people in those stands right now. What are you watching on your TV?
Just put up the Northern Colorado game. Cal Poly down 3 or late. UC Davis up 5 with 1:37 left.
Is Cal Poly?
I'll probably throw that UCLA game on there. I kind of want to DGen play that UCLA game, but
Is that on actual like TV, or is that guy do ESPN Plus?
what one? ESPN Plus.
UCLA.
Oh, UCLA.
Close sports. Okay, I am turning on Cal Poly. This is a great game, even though I don't have cheddar on it.
Fox
Torvik.
Sports.
Torvik's got James Madison. Ken Palm's got Illinois Chicago 74-73. This one's gonna be close. Numbers right. I think maybe the total's a discrepancy. But that's
I just put in UIC getting 3.5 in the hook or it moves. It's a juice 3.5, so it'll drop a little bit, but early in the morning, I like that over James Madison. Just James Madison hasn't looked good on the road. 10 a.m. tip-off. UIC's look solid. Hung in with Northwestern on the road. James Madison, not the same team. Give it to me early in the morning.
it is a different team. It is different though on a neutral versus being on the road. I don't know. I'm sure James Madison's probably the favorite, and we'll get steam. But what's next? We got Middle Tennessee, Murfreesboro versus Ohio, which I think is Athens. Sorry. Interesting game here. Middle Tennessee. Do you have a line on that?
1.5 Ohio favored.
God, I love this. All these short pick'ems probably tomorrow, aren't they?
Yep.
What's Dub Club saying about it? Just kidding.
See, the thing, Ohio hasn't looked good, but I don't like backing Middle Tennessee away from Murfreesboro. At home, they're a wagon. On the road, they just not the same team. They did just come off of a 21-point slaughter at home, ironically, to Murray State. But Ohio just hasn't looked good. I mean, you had that 10-point loss to James Madison. That was a bigger ass kicking throughout the game until late. Beat Asheville at home and then lost to Illinois State and lost to Memphis. Memphis 24, Illinois State by 10 on the road. So on the road, this will be the third straight game away from home too.
I want to point out that Illinois Chicago and James Madison is not on TV. I wonder where we'll have to find that stream.
Baller TV. I remember seeing that.
Is that what it is?
It's what it's what ESPN's got for the. Pull this up.
Baller TV.
Uh,
Live stream youth sports. Baller TV, live stream youth sport. Yeah, Boardwalk Battle upcoming. The Gazelle Group. James Madison with UIC. Let's see upcoming. Purchase an event pass to access this event. $5.
nah, no, thank you. I will use my resources to watch this some other way. I will not be paying for a event pass for the Boardwalk Battle from Baller TV or the Gazelle Networks. No way, Jose. Oh, Sports Better says these games on Big Ten Network. So if you have a Fox app, it'll be on there.
If there's anyone magically listening to this and they're a student at any of these schools, let me know and send me your login information. Okay, well,
yes,
that's
they are, Rob. Cal Poly is really good. DeGeorge is solid. I mean, bringing up those guys with him, and he can coach. I mean, they like to run. Arizona State, had chances to just put the nail in the coffin, and they crawled back out of it and made this a game. I think they tied it up with like a minute and a half, 2 minutes left. So 4-point game right now, 30 seconds. They got the ball.
Rebound.
Yeah, Cal Poly's solid.
Cal Poly's going to end up losing this game, but man, that's a gritty battle for being 17, 18-point dogs.
16 and a half at close.
16 and a half at close. I wish I got that. Arizona State let down spot after how well they've been playing. It's classic. But I will say this, I think Arizona State's a pretty good team. They're just a little undisciplined.
Yeah, they're fucking good. I mean, for as much of a joke as they were last year, they really turned it around. I mean, they got some solid young guys. Acquaintance, was it Adam Miller or something? And they have another guy. They've got some fucking dudes. I mean, they can ball, they can play. Jaden Quaintance is a menace. That dude's, I think he blocked 2 or 3 3-point attempts tonight that I saw just close out, crazy wingspan. So he's fun to watch. It's crazy saying Arizona State's fun to watch after the recent years that have been coming out of
Cal Poly with a March Madness feel. March Madness feel. It's a 2-point game.
Rob says if you want a live bet, Norfolk State is live to win the game. What is the Norfolk Stanford? Oh, I've seen this from Stanford. They start slow and then they just put it on you in the second half. I will. I'll monitor. If they don't, the next couple minutes start to pull away here, maybe I'll throw a little something on Norfolk State.
So Ohio, ESPNU.
Ohio, I would assume it would be on ESPN.
It's on ESPN. I just confirmed it.
Okay.
Researcher Joe Rogan just confirmed it. Is it Ohio? This defense is good. Ohio's defense is not.
No. See, it's breaking my own system of backing Middle Tennessee away from Murfreesboro, but Ohio is just not good. They're just haven't been. I don't know about the Illinois State game. I didn't watch that, but James Madison, I know they were down like 20 that game, and then they made a late push, and then just got pounded by Memphis by 24 on the road, beat Asheville by 6 at home. So I mean, they haven't looked good. I mean, Middle Tennessee, Oglethorpe. That sounds like a character from Lord of the Rings. They beat him 97-51. Abilene Christian they beat by 23. Evansville they beat by 27, and then lost by 21 to Murray State. So, I mean, they've looked good in 3 out of the 4. Murray State got them, but Ohio just hasn't looked good. I wouldn't want any part of Ohio in this game, to be honest.
Yeah,
Ohio's giving up points 88, 76, 85, 94. I mean, and Middle Tennessee, 97, 79, 80, 67 in a loss. They can score the ball. So, I mean,
I feel like it might still be Ohio, though.
You're on a solo island there, Chief, if you want to take that. I want no part of Ohio in this game. I really don't want any part of this game, but Middle Tennessee is tempting. But
why is Ohio favored?
Because they're more of a name brand than Middle Tennessee State, in my opinion. I mean, they're always competing for
Are Are they in
What
basketball?
conference are they in? What conference
I don't know,
is
man.
Ohio in? I fucking forget this too. The MAC. Yeah, I feel like they're always competing in the MAC for.
Basketball has always been pretty good. I mean, Ohio's. Oh my God, Cal Poly is hanging in this game. They just forced a 3-point foul. Arizona State's undisciplined, man. They're undisciplined.
Stupid foul. TK bets. I mean, I think we can unofficially say it starts tomorrow. I think technically is next week.
It's hors d'oeuvre week or appetizer week. Yeah. Even though they say feast week starts next week.
Yeah, I mean, you got 10 a.m. games on Friday. Saturday will be normal. Sunday. Yeah,
TK bets. It is money laundering, is what it is. They're just get all these teams do nothing because we got Atlantis. We got the Boardwalk, and then we have the Myrtle Beach
Children's
Charleston Classic. That's a mouthful.
We got the Axum Classic, Monmouth, Youngstown State. Oh, beautiful.
Well, I am circling this one like we did Austin P and Moorhead last night, and South Dakota, Western Michigan. I am going to circle this one because this one's up in the air for me. I feel more confident with the last game we just talked about.
Yeah, I already bet UIC plus 3.5, but Middle Tennessee sitting in my bet slip. We'll see how I'm feeling about that. But we do have another 11 o'clock game. We got Miami at Drake, which I shouldn't want.
Great game.
At Drake, but
it's Miami, Ohio, right?
No, Miami, the U.
I know.
No, very funny. You got to throw up the U.
I have not seen. I'll be honest. I have not seen Drake play this year. I've seen Miami play.
I feel like I've caught a score. I feel like they've been decent. Pull them up.
It ain't the old Drake. It is not the old Drake. They got Ben McCollum from Northwest Missouri State, and if you look at this dude's a winner. If you look at his old 4-time D2 national champion, 12 regular season titles in the Mid-America Intercollegiate Athletics Association. Fuck yeah, there you go. And
Miami gave up 63 to Coppin. That's a red flag.
What's the over? What's the total on this? 141. But Drake they're gonna smash you down right now, man. Look at their games. 66 to 51. Stephen F. Austin, Florida Gulf Coast, 63 to 61. And that's Florida Gulf Coast. They don't really play as fast as they used to either.
Dunk City, bring it back.
Does Drake score?
146 kind of imply. That's kind of, in my opinion, implying.
Miami's
a great game.
Miami's gonna score. I'm gonna write down the over for this one too, even though it's fucking probably not the right play.
I mean, Drake is. I mean, Stephen F. Austin, 66-51.
Can we lay it? Because the problem is
that 140 total kind of tells me that it's going to get slowed down a little bit. What building is this one?
I hate taking favorites on a low point total like that because it's basically like, I mean, if I like the over, I probably shouldn't like the over if I like the favorite. If I like the favorite, I guess, you
know. What building is this tournament?
Hodgepodge.
TD Arena in Charleston, South Carolina. Is this where they just had like the Field of 68 thing? I think so. Yeah, this is where they just played the Field of 68 little mini tournament thing with FAU, Liberty.
God, their audio is fucking horrible.
Yeah, I know, especially Jeff Goodman.
The audio on our podcast is better. Yeah, I think I just wrote down Miami favorite and the over, but no bet. Again, I still feel confident on that first game we talked about. versus these games. But that's what I'm feeling for right now. It went up to it opened at 143. It's getting shot down, and I feel like people are probably betting the over. It looks like that doesn't make me feel good. I'm gonna put this as an X next to it because it's I think this is the toughest one. Might be a live bet for me.
I think it'd be great for nothing for me or an under.
All right, so we're kind of battling. Last night we were kissing each other. Now we're kind of battling. So
yeah, I haven't bet nothing. I mean, other than UIC, I haven't bet anything. But
I just I mean, Miami's fucking score, man. But they played Dick, Bing, and Coppin State. That might be the worst 3 games any P5 has played. Even UConn. I think that's worse than UConn.
It's up there. I mean, they even
UConn should play somebody harder than what they have, but still, Fair Dick, Bing, and Coppin.
I mean, they did give up 63 to Coppin State, for Christ's sake.
Maybe I'm glad I didn't get to tweet the UTEP play because their defense is ferocious.
Yeah, they're still up 5.
No, I know, but they were up way more. I feel good about the no-co, knock on wood, but Larinaga is fine. As Adam Rosenberg says, the B-side Jim Boeheim. I love that. I love B-side Jim Boeheim. It's a great one. Yeah, man. What do you think?
We had to do anything for views, Rob. Yeah, yes, you missed us kissing on live stream last night. It was a thing of beauty.
We only kiss when there's no views. When there's no viewers, we only kiss when there's no viewers. Now there is. We're like just friends. So,
well, actually, anything for LaSalle, UC San Diego. Actually, another one possession spread here.
LaSalle versus UC San Diego. That's a tough spot for UC San Diego to go to Florida, right?
Yeah, it is in Florida?
Yeah, this is the Boardwalk Classic, bro. UC San Diego. LaSalle's defense is stout. I mean, they a lot of green and Ken Palm, as some friends would say. They see light green even too.
Yeah, I mean, LaSalle, they've looked decent. I mean, they've had some big wins, some close ones. I mean, the Drexel game, that's a little tough one too, a little Philly 5 game, but that was 5 days ago. So I mean, they should be fine. They're only going to have to travel a third of maybe at best of what UC San Diego's got to do. They got to fly across country, so that is a tough spot. And you're going to play at 1. So 1 o'clock, what's that? 11 a.m. tip off for them. I mean, when's the last time UC San Diego played that early in the day? I mean, they're always a night tip off team. So it is a tough spot for them. I mean, LaSalle's look good. 4-0. They play defense. They can score. They've won the slow grind out games. They've won the high scoring games. Very interesting spot.
Kind of like LaSalle.
Yeah, just looking at this, I mean, that's a tough spot for San Diego to travel.
San Diego's a good team, though, man. And
their defense is horrible. 38% allowed from 3, about 58% allowed inside the arc. They're giving up 38% of your points from 3 too. I mean, that's not where LaSalle likes to go, but I mean, they're still shooting 34.5% from 3, not turning it over. UC San Diego doesn't rebound offensively, and LaSalle's not going to give you those second chance points too. So if you're at a neutral, you're flying across the country, you're not going to grab rebounds. You got to make your shots, and it's an early tip off. That's a tough spot, man. That is a tough spot.
Yeah, it is a tough spot. I think I like LaSalle on the money line.
Yeah,
-1.5.
Yeah, I'm seeing -2. I'll look around at my other one, but yeah, I'm gonna mark down LaSalle here. That one I like. That one might be sitting in the slip here. Next one, Oklahoma State, Florida Atlantic. I actually already played this one.
Oh, the over?
No, I'm not a totals guy. Unless it's a team total.
I'm with you. What do you think?
Javon's with us. Javon's with us. He wants those Explorers too.
Hey,
Good
let's
spot
go. LaSalle -1.5, baby. Let's
Good spot for him.
money, maybe money line -125. That's fine. I don't mind the juice. It's not even that much juice. -125. That's like Vegas edge right there. Let's hear your take on Oklahoma State. Florida Atlantic.
Haven't looked crazy good this year. Oklahoma State is not. FAU has looked good and then just had some tough breaks and tough finishes in some of these games here. I mean, they've stormed back, had their chances with Charleston, lost on that buzzer beater. And then they lost to UCF. They pulled back. Their one thing that struggles is defense there. 100 at UCF, 119 Charleston, but granted, that was a double overtime game. Beat Liberty set by 3. I mean, they can score the ball. I mean, 97, 99, 94, 116, double overtime still, and then 77. So, I mean, they played a double overtime game, come back a day later, and they still win and put up 77. I mean, they're offensively, they're solid. Defensively, they're a little rough. Oklahoma State, also a little rough defensively, and don't like to play as fast. But, I mean, beat Green Bay by 13, St. Thomas by 9, Southern Illinois, they beat by 7, giving up 71, 76, and 78. So, I mean, defensively, they're not as sharp, and you're going to let FAU score buckets on you. I think it's going to be tougher for Oklahoma State to keep up offensively than it is for Oklahoma State to score and FAU's defense to be the reason they lose. So I actually took FAU +2 earlier today. It's at +1. The money line wasn't out. Otherwise, I would have just taken money line, but I got +2 at -110. So that's where I'm sitting on that one. So I've got that one actually locked in. Let me write that down.
Yeah, this is a circle game for me. This is one where I need to hit some deep REM sleep off of like 4 hours after watching TC and boozing. But it worked this morning with Western Michigan, South Dakota, and
Western Michigan didn't cover.
No, I know. I had South Dakota though.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I tweeted out the under, but had South Dakota, and then I had Morehead State too as well. But last night I was like, I think Austin Peay. So the sleeps have been working. This is one I'm going to circle. I think I'll have to lean with you. But one thing I want to point out, Oklahoma State, you know who their coach is, right?
Oklahoma State?
Steve
yeah. I can picture him. I don't know his name offhand.
Steve Lutz from Western Kentucky.
Yep.
These guys are going to run with Florida Atlantic. And the one thing I'm nervous about is that Oklahoma State actually plays really fucking good defense. Now, I know they've only been home in Stillwater, and they've only played Green Bay, St. Thomas, and SIU is actually a really good team. And I guess St. Thomas is too, and maybe even Green Bay is for you as well too. I mean, at least a decent team. But this will be a tough test for Florida Atlantic, or for both teams. First year coach John Jacobs.
He's looked solid though. Jacobs has been solid. I mean, defensively they have issues, but otherwise they look pretty good.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say the one thing that too, even though Oklahoma State's defense is pretty good, they don't defend the 3 well. Terrible at defending the 3, and maybe because they've played teams that shoot the 3 pretty predominantly. But FAU, most of their point distribution comes in from 3-pointers. So that's one thing that could be an edge for Florida Atlantic shooting the ball.
Holy shit! Oklahoma State 53.3% of points coming from 3. Holy shit! 42% from, and that's playing Green Bay, Southern Illinois, and fucking St. Thomas.
Wait, what are you saying?
Oklahoma's defense, 42% percentage shooting wise, and then 53% of teams' points from 3. That's
my bad. I thought you said offense. Yeah, man. I mean, but FAU can't defend the 3 either.
Very true.
And Oklahoma State's offense is different than it has been under Lutz. Usmane's good, Avery's good. They're down low though. But you got Khalil Brantley from LaSalle. Shout out Javon, Philly. Khalil Brantley is a baller. Arturo Dean from FIU. So maybe even some bad blood there. Airport versus Boca Raton. So
Eventually. Another little flag spot. I mean, I'm pretending I don't didn't see it when I played this, but this is going to be their fourth game in 9 days. All
Florida,
the way at Central Florida, so not a huge travel spot. At Charleston, that was in that little tournament, and then Liberty in that tournament. So I mean, they haven't. It's not like they've gone.
They're going back to Charleston too. Basically,
Yeah.
for this
I don't know if they may have just stayed, to be honest. They may have just stayed. I mean, you're going to go play, what was that, Saturday or something, the 16th? What are you going to do, fly back and then
Liberty's in
Liberty's
in Virginia. That's a far.
Well, this was neutral. That was at the Charleston Classic.
The
Field of 68. Wow. It was Liberty, Charleston, and FAU.
Sorry. They might have stayed. I would much rather go back to Boca. Fuck Boca Raton, actually. Charleston's actually a pretty cool city. This is a circle game. I like your read on FAU, and I mean, I wouldn't be afraid of some points either with how fast these teams are going to run.
Yeah, what's total 162. Actually, and this is in the same building that they just played that little tournament in. So it's like this is low key kind of like their second home right now. So I think he's going to feel comfortable here.
They just put up 114, 113.
Double overtime game.
Still though, even without overtime, I think that game would have ended at 95 something. Mm-hmm. And they made a run there at the end. But also it's kind of those one teams where it's like it's P5 versus G5.
Yeah, I still just like FAU. Like
you're just an FAU homer.
Maybe I got my owl goggles on a tad bit, but I just haven't been too impressed with Oklahoma State. I mean, Green Bay, St. Thomas, and Southern Illinois. All Green Bay was like a 12 or 13 point game, but other than that, they were all single digit games. Now you're gonna have to play like an actual offense, which is
circle
brutal.
FAU underlined with a circle.
All right, that's all I can ask for.
Okay, what's next after this one?
South Florida, Portland. That interests you at all? Has Portland played since that Oregon game?
South Florida's laying 9.
Yeah.
This game stinks. I'm still gonna watch it and love it, and live bet it probably. Portland's offense is fucking putrid.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason they were in that game against Oregon is Oregon couldn't hit anything.
They beat up on Lewis and Clark.
Yeah, they still only put up 83 and won by 13. Beat Long Beach by 2. It would be South Florida or nothing, but I don't want to put my money on either one of these teams. I mean, Portland's given up a ton of fouls and shots at the free throw line. So is South Florida. Or I'm sorry, I misread that.
Look at my model, bro. Just kidding.
Yeah, this game does not intrigue me in the slightest.
I think I'd rather just take Portland to cover. I mean, but at the same time, fuck that. I'm not betting that. This has got an X. This has got a triple X for stay away and just booze and do illicit activities. Not watch this game. Fuck work. USF versus Portland. What a terrible the Bulls are not. I mean, what they beat up on West Georgia. West Georgia was kind of in it. Is this a lay spot?
Lay or nothing. I don't want any money on Portland, especially for single digits. I mean, I know South Florida hasn't been amazing, but they are by far way better than Portland, to be honest.
Yeah, we can move on from this one. I mean, this is a gross game, but I will be tuning in at 2:30 for sure because I think Portland they live and die by the three. South Florida can defend the three.
Yeah, 23% from shooting from behind.
This is going to be one where it's going to be South Florida dominating, I bet, most of the game, and then they just somehow Portland backdoors if they keep it close.
I mean, if that's your angle, you can get a better number live with Portland.
That's what I'm saying, and I just would rather bet these other games too.
In that window where there's gonna be the FAU games going on. The LaSalle game will be ending for that bet, and then East Carolina comes on at 2:30. So I mean,
East Carolina versus Jacksonville State. This is another boardwalk classic. It looks like pay $5 to watch the game.
ECU laying 3.
There's 0 chance this game goes under the number.
0 chance.
Guaranteed. I know it's a pace of play.
Both teams play incredibly slow. ECU on defense is forcing the longest possessions in the country, 20.4.
I see some books having 135, one having 133. I like the over, I think.
You are disgusting.
I mean, I guess I'll take Eastern Carolina too. I think, but at the same time, that is a gross game to bet an over. If I had to say anything, this is one that's going to surprise people. I mean, yeah, George Mason double overtime game, and it ends in fucking 154 or 155,
78, 77 or something like that. I need to do that game.
That's horrible. But I will say this: they have hit this number a good amount of times. Both teams have. Looking at some trends here.
It's just putrid, man.
But this is an angle. Dead legs. It's like I like to say. Jovan and I coined the aloe block unders because he was like singing this song and it was taking forever and it's like an opening night in the NBA and I don't bet NBA and they're all just standing out there on the court for like 30 minutes during this presentation. I'm like, these people are going to have dead legs. Let's just blind bet the first quarter under. It banged with ease. Nice. So they could be waiting around for another boardwalk game. You know, I mean, they got 2 games. They're the third window. They got Illinois, Chicago. That game for how short those spreads are. Illinois, Chicago, and LaSalle.
Yeah.
There might be some dead legs there. We'll see. They're standing around, but I wrote down the over for now.
Fair. I mean, I'll root for you, but that's putrid. But yeah, it would be ECU -3 or nothing for me.
Like
maybe Jacksonville State team total
underlined ECU, but yeah, I mean, I'm just writing it down, but. I will be more. I think I'll show more volume than I did today. But we're eyeing for a 3-0 day and total bets 7 and 2. It's gonna be amazing. Outside of that parlay that I lost on, that could have hit. What's up with this next game? Youngstown State versus Monmouth in Nacogdoches, Texas. Sorry, I'm stupid.
This is the Axe 'em Up Classic.
The Axe 'em Up Classic. I think if I Google
Got
that,
to be sponsored by like Axe or like some fucking
no, it's
actual Axe company.
It's Stephen F. Austin's hosting it.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of gross. What time is this game? 4:00. So this is right about when. Yeah, there'll be other games tipping off. So I can guarantee you, I will not have anything in this, but I'll take a gander.
Youngstown State versus
scroll to the bottom.
This game stinks. Give me the under.
Ooh, that's a lot of red for Monmouth.
Both teams are horrible. I like Youngstown State's gym. Youngstown State was good for a while. They lost a lot of their players.
New coach, I believe, too.
Yeah, Ethan Faulkner, another new rookie coach. They didn't stand a chance against Ohio State or Syracuse. Or no, excuse me, they went to double overtime with Syracuse. I apologize. They didn't stand a chance with Ohio State. Youngstown State. I'm not betting that. I'd rather bet the fucking over in the 3:30 game, and that's even more putrid, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Youngstown gets to the line a lot. Monmouth gives up a lot of fouls. They're 15 seconds of possession on defense. I mean, that's 15th lowest in the country. Just fucking layup line. I mean, Christ, 60% allowed inside the arc. 352nd in free throws attempted per field goal. Not rebounding, not forcing turnovers. They're shooting 37% inside the arc. My God. Yeah, this would be Youngstown or nothing, but this is, thank God, it's not an 11 a.m. game where we have to bet it. This is 4:00 where everything else is tipping off. So no interest. It would be Youngstown or nothing for me in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you. And then we got the other Charleston turn. What I missed? How did I lose the Charleston tournament name?
Is it Seton Hall VCU next?
Is it the Charleston Classic? No. Yeah, it is. Sorry. Seton Hall Seton Hall VCU, correct.
Seton Hall off a win finally. Fade.
Under?
You already know it. Seton Hall team total under against VCU. This is anywhere over. What is the spread or total? 124. So this is going to be around like with a 7.5. So around 58-ish team totals, my guess.
Yeah.
Under. VCU plays fucking defense. Seton Hall can't score the way it is. They can't even.
Both play defense.
Yeah, I mean the under wouldn't be a bad look at all. I mean VCU and Seton Hall 5th and 6th in defensive efficiency this season so far. Seton Hall has yet to crack 57 points this season. They won 54-28 against Wagner. 48-49 loss, 56-57 loss, 57-53 win. Wagner.
It opened at 126, and it looks like people are betting the over.
Yeah, good. And it's down to 124. Yeah. No, dude, this would be maybe feels like a tad much, 7.5 for VCU, but there's no way I want to put money on Seton Hall to keep it close when this team can't score regardless. Now you're going to go to a neutral. This is yeah.
Give me VCU.
This team total.
I like that, and I wrote down VCU, so we kind of have similar angles there. It opened at 126, got up to 127. Now it's down to 124, and people are betting the over.
It's juiced under, I see right now too.
It smells like shit. Yeah, that's gross. I like VCU here, just on the point that classic P5 school that goes to these preseason tournaments and just figures out how bad they are.
Yeah,
and I mean, I don't think they need to figure out they lost to Fordham and they lost to Hofstra, and I'm not disrespecting Hofstra. Hofstra's a good ass team.
Yeah. This is going to be a Seton Hall team total under for me, easy. If it's anywhere above 55, I'm all over it, which I'm guessing is going to be around 57, 58 is my guess. Easy under. VCU is going to put the clamps down. Seton Hall already, I don't even know if they know how to put the ball in the net. This is going to be ugly.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. This team's tough to watch. I like Shaheen Holloway, but his ass is warming up a little bit after this year.
Yeah, KenPom has this.
I'll write down the under too as well.
KenPom's given Seton Hall 58 points, 65-58.
Yeah,
I don't know where they get the 58.
I think with these games, maybe they don't play as hard as much defense. You know, kind of more like AAU. Just fucking grind, just get run and gun ball. I think that's why the cap of neutral unders are just a little different. So I feel like they just don't play as hard as defense. But yeah, I'll sway VCU and in the total under there for sure.
I mean, Seton Hall 346th in the country for offensive possession length, almost 20 seconds, and then Seton Hall. Or VCU forcing about 18 seconds on defense, and then Seton Hall 20.3 defensive possession, where VCU likes to move a little quicker, 16 seconds. So, I mean, I think it's going to be slowed down dramatically. I mean, this is in the Field of 68 TD Arena here, but if Seton Hall eclipses their team total, then snaps for them. Congratulations on scoring points, but I don't see that happening against VCU, to be honest. I mean, you put up fucking 56 against Wagner.
This is a great tournament, dude. This is a great
tournament. Teams, but there's also some shit teams like Seton Hall, the butt pirates.
But when they make it, they don't know. But like Nevada, Oklahoma State, Vanderbilt, there's just like some sneaky good teams that are like. I'm excited for that one. You got anything else?
It'll be fun.
You got anything else on this game other than they fucking suck?
Yeah, no. Seton Hall team total under, and that'll be about it.
I will say this VCU is playing a different pace. They've been kind of running a little quicker than they have, but they've played Bellarmine, Boston College, Merrimack, Ryan Odom coming from Utah State. It's a different, he's got his own system. VCU's been playing a tougher pace, quicker pace, excuse me. So it's interesting.
Down on defense. Now you're going against one of the worst offenses in the country.
And we're kind of rounding up the rest of the early games, at least for the preseason. But this looks like the final two for at least the evening until the nighttime. Bradley versus Texas State. What a great game. You wouldn't think that years ago. Bradley laying 7 against Texas State. This looks like a money line parlay, 2-team money line parlay for me with Bradley. I don't know if they cover.
Bradley.
Bradley's
they haven't been too sharp on the road. Yeah, they only played one road game. Lost to Washington State by 15. Otherwise, they've been pretty solid at home. Now they're going to leave again. Texas State lost by 5 at TCU, and then lost by 12 at Abilene Christian. Now you got to play Bradley. I mean, Bradley's defense has been solid, but I guess outside that Washington State game. But
I guess I'll write Bradley down. But yeah, that's another one that I'd rather bet other games on. But that's a solid mid-major game.
Yeah, I would lean towards taking the points with Texas State in this one, to be honest. Bradley's a known commodity here, and they haven't been incredibly sharp to start the year. Now you're going to go play in a neutral against a fairly decent defense. I mean, Bradley can bang the three. That's the problem.
Texas State could be live. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, if Bradley's going to hit their threes, I think they'll eventually just figure it out. But, they have a couple advantages. I mean, they rebound Texas State struggles grabbing offensive boards, so they're not going to get second chances. Texas State likes to shoot some threes a little bit. Bradley can defend it. Yeah. The Texas State's pretty damn good at getting to the line, though. That's the one thing they can hang their hat on if they're able to do so. It's just march into the line. If they can do that, they can hang in. But otherwise, they're not getting second chance points. Shooting's just going to be rough for them, especially when you're shooting 43% inside the arc. And then Bradley's defense really good at stopping the three, so and can shoot the three where Texas State struggles. So, I'm kind of, but still, Bradley just hasn't looked like typical Bradley so far this year. That's the other thing.
It would just be if Texas State hits a scoring slump like they did against Abilene or other teams or not. I mean,
total's 138.
Come on, Northern Colorado. What a big night, Trevor. What a great week we're having. Let's continue the good week. Toledo versus Stetson. Stetson's catching 13.5 against Toledo.
Toledo on the road.
Stetson anytime.
Stetson's really good at not fouling and giving up free points. So is Toledo.
They got blown out. They got their backs blown out by the Citadel.
Stetson can't hit free throws either. 56.5%. That's the word. That's bottom 5-6 in the country. Sub 30% from three. Can't rebound. I mean, Toledo struggles rebounding offensively. That's not where they do. They don't crash the glass. But, I mean, defensively, they cut off your second chance points better. And Stetson can't fucking grab a rebound. What do they got? Stetson's got a 7-footer. How is he not grabbing rebounds? 2 7-footers.
God, what a great UTEP's covering too. Yeah, man. Stetson. This team stinks.
But it's Toledo on the road, though.
And I'm not laying 13.5, man. Fuck that.
I mean, they did beat Detroit Mercy by 15, who I'd argue is having a better year.
Yeah, I wouldn't be impressed by your Ball State win. Did I not say that immediately? I think I said that before you picked games. I was
I didn't bet Detroit, but it stared at me all day, and I knew I'd regret it. And then I think they won outright, didn't they? Or did Ball State end up winning?
No, Detroit won outright. Ball State's fucking horrible. I can't watch
11-point dogs. I stared at it all day. I just didn't do it. Just never pulled the trigger. Shame on me. Shame.
I've watched them too many times. All right. I'm not even writing this fucking. I'm not even writing this game.
I got nothing.
Fuck
Bob Morris, Cornell, anything, or you just want to keep her moving?
Is this game in at Cornell?
I'm gonna guess probably not. Cornell. Ithaca, New York.
That's Cornell.
Is that where they play?
Yeah.
Cornell's East Coast, isn't it?
It's New York. Cornell's in New York. Ivy League. They're all up there.
So even if it isn't a full-blown home game, it pretty much is. But who the hell is going to go? I mean, it's Big Red, I suppose. Andy Bernard might be at the game.
Bob Morris off of 4 home wins at their little bullshit fucking invitational. They're like, yeah, we're gonna beat Stonehill, Lindenwood, and New Orleans. Hey, you guys want to come play us at our? What a bullshit fucking invitational there.
Yeah, those are day hoops. At least it was like 3 p.m., 2 p.m. basketball at least.
No, thank you. I thank you for doing that. But that's a bullshit way to get 4 wins in non-con. Give me fucking Cornell -9. I'm writing that down.
Their one road game was against LaSalle. Lost by 15, but this is a home game. So, I mean, beat Lafayette by 10. Samford, they beat Samford, which is that's impressive for the pace.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, it would be.
I'm right.
Cornell or nothing, but I don't really want anything. I mean, this will all come down to the boards.
I just wrote down Stetson plus 16.5, and then Cornell minus 9. And I
thought it was 13.
I put no bet.
So I see Stetson 13. If you're getting 16, that's a possession of value.
I'm writing Stetson plus 16.5, and hoping that line moves to that. Cornell minus 9. I bet it goes up to 11. You see the game that's at 6:30, 5:30 Central?
Yes, sir. UNCG-IU. Where is this one? I liked what I've seen from UNCG. Indiana, not so much.
I mean, they played good against South Carolina.
True, 16-point win.
Even
This
though
is home game. Okay, this isn't even a little tournament. This is home.
I had Hoosiers against SIU. I was wrong against that, and they should not have even.
Same.
They should only won by 10, and they won by 19. Eastern Illinois, they were down 1 at half, and then they win 90-55, only allowing 18 second half points to Eastern Illinois.
Is this maybe a first half play with the UNCG and then IU second half?
I think so.
Kind of got a little slow start in their blood,
or it's vice versa. Either way, I think UNCG can cover the number, but I'm never betting against the Hoosiers. Just kidding, I will. I could see that line going down early.
I mean, Indiana's going to have a big advantage inside. I mean, look at this height. Tallest guy 6'8". They have 3 6'8" guys, 6'6", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", 6'5", 5'9". IU 6'9", 6'7", 6'3", 7'6", 5'6", 6'7".
Man. You pay Ballo $2 million, he's just cashing his check. He's not even playing basketball.
If UNCG's not hitting shots, they're kind of fucked in this game. How are they going to get a rebound?
Dude, don't make. All right, I'm writing down the Hoosiers 20 plus.
Alt.
UNCG though,
they're solid. I mean, I bet them like they're good, but this is a big game though. Like this is arguably the biggest game of their season. This one's gonna be circled. UNCG likes to play slow already. I mean,
they've covered 2 in a row already.
I mean, what's the total in this game? 145.5. Does that seem a little
kind of
low?
Kind of like the over.
Look at UNCG's over-unders. UNCG's played a 134 and 148 listed total. Both went over by 3.5 combined points.
They lost by 12 to SMU.
SMU runs and guns, man. They don't really care to crash, though.
Dude, Indiana plays fast too, man.
I know, but UNCG likes to play slow. Like, is UNCG going to get their game? But, I mean, they can't rebound. So, I mean, this should be –
Is UNCG going to control the pace in Assembly Hall? They're going to have to match the Hoosiers' pace, maybe.
Yeah, I know, but if IU's not hitting shots and somehow UNCG finds their way to some boards, they can slow this game down, like, drastically. I mean, IU's totals have been 143, 149, 150. Under, and then over against South Carolina. It's a lot of points for a good UNCG team, though. I mean, they played SMU and Florida Gulf Coast. Went to SMU, lost by 13.
Fuck your points. Fuck your
The
points.
spread was 14 at SMU. They covered. How many points better is Indiana than SMU? I mean, you got to factor in Assembly Hall a little bit.
Fuck your points.
Sorry.
Dude,
There's SMU and Kempa.
you got me all excited.
SMU
It's
69th versus 34 for
big,
IU.
big week for IU, man. They might be looking ahead to the IU Ohio State game too. You never know.
Potentially, but you can get fans in the building. Get ruckus. Fuck IU, go Bucky.
All right, man. Fuck them, Bucky. All right, we can move on because that's a hard bet again from me right there.
Yeah. I'd have to go lean just IU anyway.
Look
I know
at
they've had a struggle covering some of these
you
numbers
just
though, but
teetering back and forth. I love it.
the size advantage is crazy. It's crazy. 6'8's your tallest guy for UNCG. Like they like to play slow. So I mean, you're gonna suck time off the clock. If you're not gonna hit shots, you're not getting a second chance at it unless you shoot a long three and it bounces out towards you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
I'm not going to bet this, but I would.
And then do you have any more night games at all, too, that you want to talk about? I think we should maybe just run through a few night games. I feel like we've already been chopping up an hour, and then
Baylor St. John's.
Tomorrow. God, that's a good one, isn't it?
I kind of like Baylor. Everyone just saw the St. John's 15-point win or whatever against New Mexico, which, New Mexico is a household name too, so people know. But St. John's really benefited from New Mexico not rebounding and missed 15 free throws, 11 free throws, something like that. Like they could not hit free throws whatsoever. Baylor's not going to have that issue, but Baylor also will be a disadvantage size-wise over St. John's. That would be the other thing.
I'm gonna have to go with you on that too. I like Baylor, just pure athleticism. What I see, -1.5, 2.5.
Baylor's got 1 6'10" guy. Other than that, 6'7", 6'8".
Keep your size.
Yeah.
You want to talk Bryant Stonehill? Just kidding.
153.5 though. This is in the Bahamas too.
Yep.
Dude's gonna be fun. VJ. Oh yeah, I heard this on the Big 12 college experience one. VJ Edgecombe is from the Bahamas, so this is kind of like a homecoming for him.
I'm all in on that. I like Baylor even more. I just wrote it down. I'm happy with
Maybe
it.
some Edgecombe props. I mean, what are his? What's he usually?
We don't have
scoring here.
I don't have
Points. 17, 13, 11, and 4. So he just had a big game. And he shot 11 free throws, made 8 of them against Tarleton. I mean, 3 blocks against them, 5 boards, 10 boards, 8 boards, 7 boards. He can board, man. But again, they're playing Sam Houston. Although they did play Arkansas and Gonzaga, so they've seen some good teams. St. John's has played New Mexico. They played New Mexico, and they benefited from an incredible amount of missed free throws. Like that was ugly. As a New Mexico ticket holder, that was brutal to watch.
Yep.
Brutal.
Yes,
but I think Baylor will have more success rebounding than New Mexico did in that one. New Mexico they kind of got punched in the face right away and just never really fully recovered. They made a run, but St. John's ended up responding right back with like an 8-0 run right back on them. So Baylor's offense, though, I mean, more talent or tougher competition, 40.4% offensive rebound percentage. Defensively, 29% versus 39% for St. John's. So this could be a sneaky over. Both teams crash offensive glass, have an advantage. Gang rebound there, second chance opportunities.
Yeah, I like it.
Over.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm just gonna write down Baylor in that over.
I just got Baylor down. This line moved Texas against Syracuse. Texas was 8.5, 9.5. Now it's all the way up to 11.
I kind of agree with that. I mean, Syracuse, good
Sucks.
God.
They suck.
Good God.
I'm not betting Syracuse. You fucking kidding me?
Youngstown took you to double OT. You snuck past Colgate by 2, and Lemoyne you snuck past by 4. Texas is gonna fucking manhandle you.
Yeah, no, I think your read on Baylor's solid. I think you can't go wrong either way. We're going to be sweating this one out with Baylor St. John's. Texas, I think they win by 10. I don't want to take anything higher than 10.
Fair. I mean, I think Texas is hungry to bounce back against a solid P5 team after the Ohio State game, which was also on a neutral in front of 200 people. So, hey, Rob, there's the Norfolk Live.
Did they win?
Lost by 7. So, huge 3 from that kid with like 30 seconds left. But yeah, I think Texas wants to get back after that Ohio State loss. I mean, they drilled all these other teams by 40 plus. Houston Christian, they only beat 31, but beat Chicago State by 47. Mississippi Valley beat by 46. Syracuse struggling to contain, maybe a Texas team total. I mean, Syracuse struggling to, they give up 82 to Lemoyne, 72 to Colgate, and then 95 to Youngstown. Granted, double OT, but what did Youngstown have? Subtract 22. So they still had 73. So, I mean, when this totals what? 154.5, favored by 10.5. So it's got to be around like 83-ish, if my math is right. 83, 85-ish.
Yep.
I think Texas is the side in this one, to be honest.
Yeah, I like that too. Anything else on the 7 o'clock? We got Nevada laying 3.5 against Vanderbilt in the Bahamas as well. Or excuse me, in Charleston.
Vanderbilt, Nevada's only laying 4.
3.5.
Yeah. I see 4. So I mean,
I see 3.5. Nevada 3.5. I'm writing it down, but God, I hate betting Nevada. They're one of my worst teams. I bet. I feel like I never get Nevada right.
Vanderbilt did beat down California pretty decently, but Jackson State put up 81 on them. Southeastern Missouri put up 76. Nevada's just blitz teams. I mean, other than Washington, 10-point win against Washington, respectable. For all home, so this is both teams' first road game. So maybe this could be an under. Maybe. I mean, both defenses are forcing long possessions. Vanderbilt likes to play fast. 4th quickest offensive possession pace in the country. Don't turn it over. Nevada, not a huge turnover. Nevada defense really good at 41% effective field goal versus 49.5 for Vanderbilt. Nevada is the 3rd tallest team in the country, average height wise, 79.2 versus 76 for Vanderbilt, bottom 300. This could be a struggle to rebound potentially for Vanderbilt here. I mean, their tallest guy is 6'8". And Nevada's got 3 6'10" guys at 6'9". This could be an issue for Vanderbilt to grab the board and get the second chance here.
I like Nevada.
I do. I like Nevada.
I like Nevada.
Nevada fifth most experienced average years.
Tough spot to travel though. Nashville to Charleston is a much easier spot than Reno.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that kind of scares me about
Vanderbilt's given up. Oh, here's another one. Vanderbilt 39.2% from 3, and they've played nobody. Versus Nevada 48.6 from 3. Now, granted, you're not going to shoot 50% the entire year. That's obviously going to regress a little bit, but Vanderbilt's already shooting 28% from 3. Nevada lead at defending it. Vanderbilt doesn't defend it. height difference, struggle to rebound. Vanderbilt doesn't turn it over, so that's the one good thing they got going for them.
I think this is a good game. I think this is a good game. It might be that's I'm gonna write live bet versus pregame flop bet for me. Oh god, booze.
Yeah, I like Nevada in this one.
Anything else?
What else we got on the board?
We got some other gross games that I don't even see lines on, like Presbyterian, Stephen F. Austin. There's that Axe Classic. Lay it with Austin. They're paying for all these people.
Yeah. I feel like there's probably two more games we could probably get to at least. I mean, Texas Tech, St. Joe's, Tex line 10.5, 148 total.
I kind of like Wright State to cover against Princeton. Ah, shit, it's not a home game.
Princeton, that's fucking Princeton team. Them fuckers down 14 early, and then just Merrimack couldn't hit a shot, and they managed to climb out of that 14-point hole and still cover. Fucking brutal. That was part of my god-awful Sunday. Where's this Texas Tech game?
Well, what did I tell you? You've had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 winning days in a row?
Yeah, 3. Well, if you include the Norfolk State 4-0 today. So that's nice.
But yeah, that's one that I'll take a look at. Wright State Princeton game is a decent one, but yeah, probably just what's the other game? Mississippi Oral Roberts? No.
Texas Tech St. Joe's.
Well, lay the number with Michigan against Tarleton State, by the way. Michigan's been drilling these teams.
Tarleton's terrible, but Michigan's turnover issues are kind of a concern. But
you see a line on that one?
30.5.
Oh, that's probably the right number, but this is one that they I think could get done. I don't know.
Tarleton State forcing 15 turnovers a game though, and you're going to pair that with Michigan, who I think is one of the highest turnover teams in the country.
Yeah,
Michigan. Although Tarleton number one team in the country for giving away turnovers. Tarleton 23.3 a game. That's 3 higher than the second worst team in the country. But Michigan 18 turnovers a game. So I mean, this could be points. Both just giving away the ball, runouts.
Yep.
Total 146. Dude, Michigan could put up fucking like 80 something themselves.
Oh, they're gonna put up. They're gonna.
They're gonna put up more than that.
The thing is,
Pound's got this 147 total, but yeah, both of these teams god awful turnovers. Michigan decent at forcing turnovers too. Yeah, we could see a lot of points. Michigan 5th in effective field goal though, so as long as they're not turning it over, they're getting good shots. Fucking Tarleton 348th in the country effective field goal, 349th 3-point defense, where Michigan gets 63% of their points, and they're shooting over 41%. They're gonna have a solid size advantage.
Yeah, they are.
God, I think I would rather play Michigan's team total than lay 30.5 with them. With the inability of hanging on to the ball, where Tarleton can actually take it away.
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you on that. I'll write that down and I'm just gonna put Michigan because there's an encompass of 3 bets there. You were talking Texas Tech St. Joe's. I think Texas Tech wins by 10. I think they win by more than. I think they win by more than 10.
St. Joe's is solid. I mean, they.
I think we're battling here. If you like St.
Joe's guys, I don't know if I'll bet this. I mean, there's some other solid games. Oh, side note, Vandy is Rob's favorite bet tomorrow. Great location spot for Vandy. That's his favorite. So it looks like we're going to be battling Rob here.
Yeah, I did write down Nevada. Maybe I'll Benedict after a night of sleep. I'll circle Nevada so I can Benedict that. I did call out the travel spot because it is a different travel spot, and Steve Alford is Steve Alford. But But yeah, I think Texas Tech gets it done. I think this will be a sweaty ass game for quite some time. I think people are too high on St. Joseph's. Give me Texas Tech to cover the number.
Fair. Yeah, I like St. Joe's. I mean, they've been solid, but I mean, this will be their first real test. Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Wyoming, Northwestern State, and Bethune-Cookman.
How bad does Texas Tech beat Villanova? I think they drilled Villanova.
Probably. I mean, St. Joe still beat them by 7. I mean, it's not like they snuck past them on like missed free throw or something. Yeah, I mean, just drilled Penn. I don't know. It's an interesting spot.
It is an interesting spot. I like.
Penn Pound has this 12 for Texas Tech.
We'll battle on this one. New Mexico Grambling. Fucking lay the number with New Mexico.
Fuck you, dude. I love Grambling. They got solid guards, size, length. I've bet Grambling twice this year. 2-0. Ole Miss and who's the other one? Florida. Who's on deck for New Mexico? I know New Mexico off of the loss coming home to the pit.
Yeah, dude.
You got Texas Southern on that. They don't have much to look forward
to.
You're
sitting here acting like Grambling's fucking Georgia or something.
I'm not saying they're good. What's the line on this? I'm not seeing a line.
I don't see one either. That's why I said whatever it is, lay it. But we can move on. We got probably
if it's over 25-26, I'm intrigued.
Let's get these games in. I think Washington State, Eastern Washington, we can pass that, but there might be a total bet for me
Tennessee,
there.
Virginia.
I like that total bet. Yeah, what do we got for Tennessee, Virginia? Let's see what the
for I'll admit when I was wrong. I've been wrong about this Tennessee offense. They've been scoring. They've been putting up points even without Connect. I really thought they'd revert to their old selves.
Virginia just acts like Virginia shot lights out against Villanova. They don't show up for this fucking game. Not one bit.
Yeah, that's the other thing is Virginia's offense is not crazy good. They don't Virginia last in offensive rebound percentage in the country. Slowest tempo. Man, Tennessee, they're not going to get second chance points here. Virginia doesn't get to the line. 290th in free throws attempted per field goal attempted.
Yeah.
They do turn it over a little bit.
What's the total on this?
125.5. That just seems a tad low though.
Give me Tennessee. They're gonna drill Virginia.
Tennessee by 12.
I'm gonna watch that number, but yeah. Hopefully it gets down lower. Let's go 3-0 on Twitter best bets. And yeah, solid ass day.
Yeah, Virginia off the Villanova game. They shot lights out, still won by 10.
How about San Francisco?
And that game had 132. Tennessee is scoring too. Tennessee on 68 to Austin Peay, 57 Montana, 55 Louisville, 64. Does Tennessee score like 75 in this game? Because if they can score like 75, I think this goes over. If they score like 70, I don't think this goes over.
Fuck your total. I'm taking the balls, baby.
I'll write it down. I do like 10 minus 12.
I guess I'll write down your totals too because I love you and your totals have been hot.
If I had to do a team total, it would be Virginia under for sure. I would rather play team total under than full game total, just because Tennessee, if they went for 80, wouldn't really be too surprised with how they've been playing, to be honest. I mean, obviously a little shocked with Virginia's defense, but Tennessee's offense has just been fucking great this year.
We got two more bets or two more games, and then we can hop in the TCE chat. Oregon State, Memphis, San Francisco. What do you like?
Has Oregon played since the what do you call it? Portland game. Oregon. Yeah, they played Troy, beat them by 21. Oregon State's been solid, dude. Granted, they've played nobody, but this is a home game for them. Oregon hasn't. Their toughest opponent was Troy, beat them by 21. Oregon State's drilled teams by 20 plus all year.
Yeah, but they were down to Cal State Fullerton, started off slow. This Oregon team, I don't trust to lay points.
Not what's the total spread here?
I'm fucking laying it.
6.5. Laying 6.5 in your first road game though, and it's an in-state rivalry / former Pac-12 rivalry. Oregon's got Texas A&M on deck. I like Oregon State.
Yeah, that one I'm gonna circle. That's a circle game for me.
You laying more than 3 possessions.
It's a rivalry, and I bet it goes. I bet the number goes up, dude. I bet Oregon catches more steam than you expect.
It's juice 6.5 for Oregon State on DK right now.
Canceled. Villanova versus Nevada. What? And then the final game of the night, San Francisco. Do they beat Memphis?
Yes.
Think so?
This is, yeah, I mean, what big teams really come into San Francisco other than Gonzaga? I mean, San Francisco has been solid. They had that scare against Cal Poly, but who hasn't had a scare against Cal Poly this year? Handled Boise State by 11. Smashing teams. Now you got it's a semi-home game. Actually, where is this game? The Chase Center. Is that where the Warriors play? Yep, that's where the Warriors play. So this will be. I feel like they play good in this arena. Let me look back at last year. Semi-home against Minnesota. They beat them by 18 last year at the Chase Center. Semi-home. This is Chase Center again. Yep, Chase Center. They play Gonzaga tight. Well, I guess 18. I guess whatever. Gonzaga was solid, but so yeah, they beat Minnesota. Utah State beat them 2 years ago there. Beat Davidson there the year prior. I mean, they play respectable there. Memphis has Connecticut on deck. Yep, lock up San Francisco.
Fuck yeah, there you go. That's what I was waiting on. San Francisco too. They've been impressive, man. They haven't. I mean, Chicago State, whatever. Memphis has been more impressive than I expected. San Francisco won 11 the last 12 night games at their home court. And Memphis has won
Chase Center, so it's not technically home, but
Memphis has won each of its last 10 night games against non-con opponents. I think Memphis wins the first half. San Francisco ends up getting it done.
You want to get spicy, do a first half full game little play?
Potentially, yeah.
Well, here's another thing. Memphis is shooting 49% from 3, number 1 in the country. Yep. They've played Missouri, UNLV, Ohio. So, I mean, I guess that's respectable. But San Francisco, sub 28% from 3 allowed. It kind of feels like a game where it shifts back a little bit. I mean, they like to play fast. So, I mean, I guess you got that. About the same height difference. I just don't trust Penny Hardaway. Something about him in those teams. Just they always just excuse me, sorry. They always just fall short. I mean, if they come out and they light the nets on fire and shoot 50% again from 3, so be it. But San Francisco can defend it. They're good, 41% effective field goal. They force turnovers where Memphis about 20% turnover percentage, 252nd in the country. 31st for San Francisco. San Francisco crashes the glass. Defensively, both do, but San Francisco better offensively, grabbing rebounds too. Good at not fouling. Yeah, I think San Francisco here. I mean, fuck. Memphis has UConn on deck. You want to talk about a look ahead?
That is a big look ahead. I'm trying to see what I'm trying to look up on KenPom what this fucking defense like defensive free throw percentage means for the miscellaneous components. I'm trying to look it up right now.
For miscellaneous?
Yeah, in KenPom, like the defensive free throw percentage, does that mean that they allow a lot of free throws versus
fouling? That's like how often they foul.
They're the worst team in the country, 364th?
Who?
I thought free throws attempted / field goals attempted would be
that's like percentage of. I believe that's like percentage of free throws attempted per game. It's like you shoot 60 field goals, you're 35% of that's what 24 free throws roughly.
Man, they're gonna foul a lot. Both teams are gonna foul a lot this game, I think.
Memphis fouls more. San Francisco, 53rd in the country defensively.
No. Look at free throw percentage.
Oh yeah, even. Oh, you're saying the for San Francisco, the big red block.
Yeah.
That's that I always look at. You have no control over. You can't control how someone shoots their free throws. They're just getting unlucky, and people are hitting 86%.
That's what I was wondering then. So it's not it's not the amount of fouls. It's simply how they're shooting.
Yeah, no, that's just essentially a luck metric. How I look at it.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, this game will be won on free throws. Both teams. Yeah, I'm gonna write down San Francisco and Memphis first half, and then circle that one as well. I got 5 circles on this bitch. Let's go
for sure. All right, well, we've reached the end of our journey here, so might as well go over what you got. What you got for tomorrow?
Illinois, Chicago, Texas Tech -10. I got Drake with an X, or the over with an X. LaSalle. Circle games, FAU, Nevada, Oregon, Ohio, Middle Tennessee, San Francisco. I like Cornell. I wrote down IU, but no one bet that. And Baylor, 2.5. VCU.
All right, games.
I did write down the ECU over 130. And that was gross. So I put an X on it.
Yeah, it's gross as hell. I mean, maybe it hits. I mean, I hope so. If you bet it, I'll root for the over. But man, that is filthy. Filth
McGee. What you got, baby?
All right, UIC +3.5. LaSalle -2. I bet FAU +2. I'd still play the 1 or just take the money line whenever it pops up. Seton Hall team total under whenever it releases. Texas -10.5 or team total over. Debating on that yet. Bet Nevada -4. Betting Michigan team total over, and then bet San Francisco +1. Looking at
writing down
on the Baylor. Either I'm going to play Baylor 2.5 for the over. Tennessee -12. I'm looking at Middle Tennessee +1.5, and then Drake +10.5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bets for tomorrow.
And these are all reads. We'll finalize everything tomorrow, but we're definitely increasing the volume because I feel like our reads initially have been sharp. I mean, I say that they'll probably change tomorrow, but we'll see.
Knock on wood.
I'm feeling confident.
Yeah, no, I'll tweet out what I have bet tonight because I'm going to have at least 4 or 5 of these for sure bet. I may be more. I mean, UIC and FAU and LaSalle are all bet for me so far, locked in. So,
yeah,
that's where I am sitting. So, yeah, good stuff, man.
Hey, good stuff. I'll see you tomorrow for one more feast week, and then we're all out of here until probably next week. Just because we'll be both gone. Columbus, you're catching a 12-pointer.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down from the tree, but no, it'll be fun. Weekend in the woods with the fellas. Minimal cell service.
Beer drinking in the stand. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Little lip in.
Yep. I'll be hungover as shit sitting in a tree Saturday morning at about 6 o'clock, so that'll be fun. So looking forward to it.
Sounds like a great time. But hey, thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll be back with more stuff for sure. So.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to pop that up. Yep. Just
shout out Trevor making that intro. The intro was fire. So
it was pretty
good. Stooley does all the groundwork, and he just brings me to the table. So I appreciate you setting the table every night.
Team effort. Well, it was good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow and run through tomorrow's or Friday's slate and go from there. So catch you guys later. Good luck.
See you, man. Next episode, we're closing.